Barack Obama's home chilling, doing what former presidents do with full Secret Service detail and a bunch of money. He could just burn money anytime he wants. Martha's Vineyard, the Poconos, Barbados. Why would you go to Poconos, Tim? He's rich. Whatever. His own island. He knows people that own islands, man. He flies private. He's doing a damn thing. So, for whatever reason, he has to leave his perfectly nice life of living off the ruins of the lives he's ruined as president of the United States. And now he has to come campaign for Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania. On his way to campaigning for Kamala Harris in Pennsylvania, leaving his cushy life, mind you, where everything's beautiful and he eats foie gras and beautiful, what's that stuff in the ground? They look ugly, but I heard they taste good. Truffles. The truffles. He's eating truffles and someone's feeding him grapes for no reason, and he's buck naked and a towel around him and his spa treatment, and people are massaging him and people are fanning him, and he's just enjoying life on a level that only P. Diddy can understand. He's enjoying his time, and life is good. It is good to be Barry O.B. Right? Well, he has to leave all that because the people, the money people, the handlers that make his life possible, that he owes a debt to and probably a couple of kids too or something. And give him a call. They say, we need you to go down to Pennsylvania, help out Kamala. He's like, what? Like, yeah, you need to go to Pennsylvania, help out Kamala Chameleon. She's there, she's burning up, man. It's one thing to lose, but she's gonna get destroyed. If she gets destroyed, we lose the House, we lose the Senate, we lose all purpose of being. And she's losing all of the black vote. Bernie's like, what? Well, hey, I'm sitting at home. Hey, I'm at home. I'm chilling. It's got nothing to do with me. Barack Obama, here he is in Pennsylvania at the Kamala Harris campaign, telling black men they ain't nothing. Telling black men how stupid they are. Out of love, of course. It's all love, baby.
I'm going to go ahead and just speak some truths, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not opinions. To be very clear here, he's not speaking his opinion, his thoughts, the way he sees the world. He's going to tell you some truths. Yeah. See, Obama is the arbitrator of truth. So go ahead, Obama, tell us some truths, brother.
Speak some truths, if you don't mind. Because my understanding, based on reports I'm getting from campaigns and communities, is that we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout.
Hey, I gotta ask, what kind of relationship does this guy have with Barack? Yeah. Last time I looked at somebody like that, that was Mrs. Black. Like, come on, dude. Lighten up. He's not the Messiah. He's just a skinny black kid from Hawaii with the ability to lie to people in rapid succession, fluently in corruption.
In all quarters, we have not yet seen the same kinds of energy and turnout in all quarters of our neighborhoods and communities as we saw when I was running. Now, I also want to say that seems to be more pronounced with the brothers. So if you don't...
Let me get this right. Did he just say he's noticed there's been a drop-off in voter support for Kamala Harris compared to himself? Is that what he said? Good. That my work is done. Thank you, Johnson. That's right. Give it up for that. Feel good about yourselves. That's right, guys. Hit the like button because you are a part of that. You helped make that happen.
Brian, just for a second, I'm going to speak to y'all directly.
Oh.
And say that when you have a choice that is this clear, when on the one hand you have somebody who grew up like you, knows you, went to college with you.
I didn't go to college, Barack. I didn't. Went to college with me? Nah, man. Only like 10% of black people go to HBCUs. Yeah, only like 10% of black people go to HBCUs. I mean, you hear talk as if it was like 90%, but it's like, nah, it's like 10%. Most people don't go there. Most black people don't go to HBCUs. They go, first of all, only like 30% of black Americans go to college. Only 10 to 20% of those people go to HBCUs. But be that as it may, that don't even matter. Kamala don't know nothing about me, man. We not friends. We don't know each other. We did not grow up the same. She didn't live in our neighborhoods. She's not our friend. We didn't play checkers. We never played tuck or spades together. I don't know her. Willie Brown knows her. That's who her friends are. Elites. She's hanging out with Doug and his kids for the last 20 years. 20 years solid. So I don't know what he's talking about here, Johnson. This is whack. We got a bunch of blacks here on display, standing around him like a bunch of guppies, eating up the nonsense. And even if she did grow up where we grew up, if she's not running to do anything that improves our lives, why would we give a damn where she lived, where she's from? It just doesn't make any sense. Folks, I socialize with people that I have something in common with beyond skin. And she's not even black. I hate this conversation. Once again, who's bringing up race? Once again. Now, the former president of the United States, he's bringing up race. Does anybody roast his ass for it? Oh, when Trump said, I know she was black. I thought she was Indian. Oh, my God, he said a race. Obama is going to do a whole spiel about race. 2 black people specifically. And the Democrats are not roasting him.
Understands the struggles and pain and joy that comes from those experiences.
What are you talking about? Why does he get to blow the folks? He is filling us with hot air. He understands the pain and the agonies of the experiences of being black. Really? She's obviously an Indian woman, and people notice that when they look at her. Only the most doofus of people that think highlights in someone's hair changes who they are ethnically. But be that as it may, it doesn't even matter. That doesn't matter. But once again, folks, when I was putting out content and I was saying, hey, all they're doing is trying to weaponize her skin tone on us. And that's disrespectful. Why can't they run on what she's going to do? Why can't she run on? You know, a quarterback's got to be to throw the ball, man. Got to be to throw the bomb. Got to be to scramble. Run when you get pressure. Take the hit. There's a lot of reasons. Reflexes, touch on the ball, all these things, leadership, all these things make you a good quarterback. Not just the color of the quarterback. And that's all he's selling is the color of the quarterback. Nothing the quarterback is going to do is going to help us win the game. Because we want to win the game. We're not here. And this is what Democrats, which they don't get. I think they get it. I think they try to pretend like they don't get it. This is what the sheep don't understand. You don't understand that it's our job to win the game for our families. It's our job to win the game for our communities. It's not our job to win the game for Kamala Harris or the Democratic Party. No, we're playing in our own games. We all have our own game going on. We want to win the game of our lives, of our families, not the game of Kamala's life and of her family and of her party. No! We vote for you because you work for us. You're supposed to help us win the Super Bowl, not you. And that's all the Democrats do. They try to get black people to help other people that they deem are black or similar or whatever to win. So we're supposed to feel good about them winning. Well, what's there to feel good about unless we win? We win, not theoretically, not emotionally, not spiritually, but through other people's lives, through her, and look how great Michelle looks. We already been here and done that dumb stuff. Shout out to those people who never did the dumb stuff. I did the dumb stuff. 2008, I was dumb. 2012, I was dumb too. I was like, 2008, I was dumb. 2012, I was like, oh, well. You know what I'm saying? After 2008, I would do. But what I'm saying is, a lot of people fall for this. But what we have to understand, folks, we gotta get it, man. I feel you, man. If you're caught in between, listen. Your job is to win the Super Bowl for your family. I'm not saying hurt other families. I'm not saying hurt other people while you try to win. I'm not saying play the game dirty. But I'm saying the Democratic Party wants you to play the game for them to win. They want you to play the game for Kamala to win. And that right there is kiddified. That is juvenile thinking. That is immaturity. We cannot afford, us working class people who cannot afford to be focused on Kamala's career success over our own personal family success. Understand? If you are not a member of the Tim Black Show, become a member. Yeah, go ahead and become a member, man. You right here at the door of becoming a member of the Tim Black Show. Go ahead and do it. Go to patreon.com, Tim's Take Live. Become a member. Buy me 1 cup of coffee a month. And we good. We good. I'll shut up after that. Okay? I'll shut up and roast these Democrats after that. We'll get to the truth of this.
We said to work harder and do more.
I couldn't believe he said that. He said,
we said to work harder and do more.
One more time.
And pain and joy that comes from those experiences. We said to work harder and do more.
This black guy back, it's a black guy on the left in a long sleeve shirt, an Oxford shirt. And I think he knows. This is BS. Look at him. Look at his reaction.
And do more.
Look at him. Look at the floor. He's thinking to himself, in what world, in what reality is Kamala Harris done more? She did not earn the vice president slot. She was given a slot after losing, coming in basically dead last in the 2019-2020 elections. Dropping out before Iowa, not winning a single vote. Not a single electoral vote. Getting her butt kicked in her own state. She had to run back to California before she lost her seat. And then Biden plucks her out of her hat. Okay? Then she gets to be the VP, the nominee of the Democratic Party for this election. She didn't earn this. She didn't compete for it. What are you talking about? Had to work harder. What you mean work harder as in what? What does she work harder doing? Opening the border? Not knowing their job. I don't want to know what I got to do. I don't want to know things to do to make the country better. No. Fighting off information. Get that report out of my face. I don't want to know what I need to do. I don't want to need to know how to make America better. I don't need to know how to make black people do better in this country. I don't need to know these things. Leave me alone. Fighting off facts. Fighting off information. Get out of here, information. That's what she did, man. She had a bunch of security guards standing around her blocking information for her. She was like Wonder Woman with the bracelets, blocking facts. I'm not going to sit here and say that Biden's demented. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's cognitively declined. No. I'm not going to sit here and do that. Let's be really, really clear. Nah, she didn't work, and she worked hard. And she worked hard. It was that at anything that benefited us. And if she worked hard, explain. But he gets to just say it. He gets to just say these truths without any proofs. Wow. Let's go a little bit further, guys.
And overcome and achieves the second highest office in the land and is putting forward concrete proposals to directly address the things that are vital in our neighborhoods and our communities, from housing to making sure that our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents can afford medicine, and making sure that we are dealing with prices that are too high and rents that are too high, and are committed to making sure that we maintain the Affordable Care Act, so everybody's got help, and cares about things like education and entrepreneurship in our neighborhoods. And that's on one side. And on the other side, you have someone who has consistently shown disregard, not just for the communities, but for you as a person.
Yeah, Trump never he never called me out as a person. Trump has never offended me as a person. Hey, because that would require him to know who I am. And he don't know who I am. You don't know who I am. And neither does Kamala. So nobody has offended me as a person because they don't know me personally. So yeah, you with that big brain, that big Harvard law degree.
And you're thinking about sitting down? I'm not. But you know, because Pooky might be.
Oh, there goes the Pooky thing again. Who told Obama he had a right to shame black people calling us Pooky? Who told him he had a right to do that? What shiftless, lazy, self-hating, self-denigrating, low-life scumbag Democrat ass kissers said Obama? Barack Hussein Obama can refer to black Americans as Pooky. Y'all should all be ashamed of yourselves, man. I wish all y'all had black cards so I could take them. Yeah, I'd take your black card. Me and I don't know, Eddie Griffin and Corey Holcomb. We just come by and just snatch your black cards. Rizza Islam. We all just come through and take your damn black cards. I mean, this right here, folks, is
and you're coming up with all kinds of reasons and excuses.
Yo, man, I want us to stay here for 1 second. Let me say something, man. I've been telling people this election right here is going to be a very important election. And I know they say that all the time. They tell you how this election is going to be the most important election of your lifetime. Listen, folks, listen. This is important, okay? I've been thinking about this for a while, and this part of my thesis, right? I believe that this election will be a civil war, not between South and North, or North and South, or East and West, not between black and white, not that shit. No, I think it's going to be a class war between black Americans. Because what we have right now is we have a class of Americans who are fine, with another class of Americans, Black Americans. We got high-class Black Americans, well-earning Black Americans manipulating and dumping on underclass, less than rich, working class, and poor, trying to get by, trying to make a way out of a way, Americans, Black Americans every day. That room that you're in right there, that room, how many people in that room do you think are from the working class to the lower class, the below middle class, on the suffering class, on the struggle class? How many people do you think are part of the hurting class that are down there in that office right there in this picture? How many of them, those people standing around Obama, how many of them people come from that class of Americans? Very little. When he made the joke about Pooky, when he talked down to Black people, do you think he's talking about Black people with money? With lots of money? Is he talking about John Legend? Chrissy Teigen? Is he talking about Magic Irving Johnson? Is he talking about D.L. Hughley? Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley? Is he talking about Shirley Ralph? Huh? Is he talking about Oprah Winfrey or Whoopi Goldberg? Who is he talking about when he says Pookie? You gonna sit on the couch? Who do you think he's talking to? He's talking to working class Black people. Working class Black people trying to get off the bottom, trying to avoid the criminal industrial process, the complex, mass incarceration, school to prison pipeline, all the other barriers we have. Parents that didn't start off with nothing, therefore they have nothing to pass on to their kids. Their kids starting off with less than nothing in an economy that's a much harder, tighter economy. Back at the time when I was coming up, if you had a high school degree, you could still make it. You can still make it to make six figures. Not anymore. Them jobs is gonzo. It's a class war we're looking at. And the Blacks up here are laughing at us. They look down on us, Johnson. They despise us. If we don't think like them, because our lives are different than theirs, they quietly, and not so quietly as Obama's proving, look at them laughing. They know they're on film. Just for a refresher, Pooky was a poor kid, man. That ended up getting hooked on drugs. That's some taken from the movie New Jack City. It was popularized by a role that Chris Rock played in a movie called New Jack City back in 1984, I think it was. 84, 87, something like that. And Pookie started off, he was in the hood, and he started off trying to make some money, and he ends up getting hooked on drugs. And he ended up smoking drugs, crack, and becomes an addict. Not unlike a lot of white kids that become addicts. You think Obama would be repeating a white negative character from a movie and blanketing all of poor white America with that? Or is that just something that those elite Blacks do to us with no regard? Insult the hell out of Black poor working America. Black poor working Black Americans on a daily basis. And you know what I'm saying? It's what they do. So I'm trying to tell you, I believe this is all going to come to a head, Johnson. It's coming to a head. This election shows it because there is nothing about Kamala Harris that speaks to the struggle of those people. It plays on those people. It thumbs its noses at those people. It mocks working people. Not just Black, but I'm talking about Black now because that's who he's talking to. And notice his tone of who he is talking to. Look at the room. This is a room of rich Black people doing well, Black people not wondering if they can get to work tomorrow. And who's there? Who are they mocking? Who's the butt of their jokes? Us. Who's in their way from achieving their symbolism victory? Us. Because we won't go along. You'll see it all across social media. How many of multiple degree having black people are not going to vote for Kamala Harris? They don't need anything to happen when she gets in. They think it'll make them look better. More opportunities will open for them at their jobs. If they somehow, through the ether, they think that's going to help them in their position. Then if a woman who looks black is in the most powerful position, it may help them in their jobs. Understand what I'm saying? They feel like it may rub off on them and give them some type of advantage in their corporate ladder climbing chase. Start looking around internet. Look around social media. Look around Facebook. Look around X. Look around TikTok. Pay attention to the YouTube channels that are supporting Kamala. Notice the way that they talk. Notice the way they articulate themselves. They sound like this. They sound like this. They talk like this for real. How working class are they? Huh? How working class are they? They're not working class, Johnson. We're in a class war. And as always, they beat up on the poor. They beat up on the lower class to put us in line so they can benefit. They don't care about us. They care about themselves. And we're in the way. And last thing I'll say, Johnson, these people, these elitist blacks, in some ways, they hate us more than bigots. In some ways, they hate us and despise us more than racists. Because in us, they see themselves, a reflection of themselves that they hate. And they hold us accountable for the racism that they receive. They say, it's because of these other black people, these low-class Negroes, these ninjas. They're the ones that make it bad for me. They mistake me for those low-class Negroes. I'm not like them. They despise us. That's who Obama is. That's who Kamala is. That's who Oprah is. That's who Michelle Obama is. That's who DL is. What else they gotta say? He said it. You not like us. I'm not like you. You not like me if you're not supporting Kamala. I met her. I talked to Kamala, VP Harris. We had a conversation. We talked for a while. Listen to him. Name dropping, prestige dropping, class dropping. It ain't by accident, baby. It ain't by accident. I'm going to keep it going, but I need you to smell what I'm cooking because I'm cooking with all the flavors of truth. Let me get a like on this before we continue. Give me a like. Give me a like. I'm speaking the truth, man. I've been analyzing this. I've been studying it. And Obama just said the quiet part out loud. Because that Pooky trope is not about Black America. It's about poor Black America. It's about us. My dad worked construction. Blue collar. Me, I get it out the dirt right now. This is blue collar work that I do. These people don't respect us. They don't respect you till you go work at CNN or MSNBC. They look down. I met April Ryan and Yamiche Alcindor at a Politicon event. They say, who are you? I said, my name is Tim Black. They said, oh, okay. What network you work with? I said, I work for my own network. Work for myself. They, oh, okay. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Only person that treated me with any respect there was Shamichael Singleton, the Republican black guy. All right, guys, let's keep going. Yeah.
I've got a problem with that because part of it makes me think, and I'm speaking to men directly now, part of it makes me think that, well, you just aren't feeling the idea of having a woman as president.
Folks, why come we just can't feel? Maybe we just don't like Kamala Harris. Is it possible that we could just not like that particular person? You know, my oldest son had a girlfriend for a while that he was dating and things didn't work out. It's not that he doesn't like women. He didn't like that woman. Things didn't work out between them. I dated people when things didn't work out. I'm happily married now, but it's not that I didn't like women. I didn't like the other women. We just didn't work out. Why can't it just be everyone doesn't like word salad every night for dinner? Why can't it just be we want somebody who actually stands for something, whose back isn't made a silly putty? But see, they get to just paint us with a broad brush. They get to say we don't like women. We just don't want a woman leading. No, maybe we just don't want her leading. I mean, wasn't it kind of obvious when nobody voted for her in 2019? Isn't it kind of obvious? You don't get to tell the market what the market wants. Your job is to give the market what the market wants. It's not your job to give us something we don't want and then try to shame us into wanting it. But folks, they have no choice at this point. Like I said, the title is, they're willing to risk it all because it's the fourth quarter. Hail Mary. Go long. I'm going to throw it up. Jump for it. This is Hail Mary ball. That's what this is.
And you're coming up with other alternatives and other reasons for that. And I think anybody you are talking to in a barbershop, anybody you are talking to in your house, in your family, at church, who is coming with that kind of attitude,
what?
I think you have to ask them,
what?
Well, how can that be? Because the women in our lives have been getting our backs this entire time.
The women in your life been getting your back this entire time, huh? Yeah. I thought it was Wall Street. I thought it was Wall Street that had your back, Barry B. The Wall Street money that you've been getting your entire career, brother. You ain't never turned down a lobbyist with big ties to Wall Street since you've been running. You and Joe Biden have that in common, frankly. So yeah, that's your real support system. All the lobbyist money you take. And your ties to those banks that have been padding your pockets with speeches since you left office. So we can start having real conversations where people that know something get to talk, not people that are sycophants who repeat your nonsense for a paycheck. Nah, when real people get to speak up. Obama, we all know how you made your money, brother. We know how you continue to make your money. It ain't helping us. It's helping yourself. Yeah, so so it's we're gonna go to the next thing now, because there's more. But the bottom line is, guys, this Obama outlet, this Obama speech, whatever this is he just did, I don't think it had the desired effect that they wanted it to have. In fact, I think somewhere Kamala sits going, hey, what the hell, man? Why'd you do that? Because this did not go over well. How many people do you think Obama really won over? No. What he did effectively, what he just did, is he caused people to argue in their homes, online, and to make people more steadfast, committed to not voting for Kamala Harris. That's what I believe. I don't believe it's a whole bunch of households where black men said, hey, we should listen to Obama. I don't think so. I think Obama hasn't read the room because he ain't been in the room for a long time. Anytime that Obama had his finger on the pulse of the black community, them days is gone. Them days is gone, baby. Over. They out of here. They're out of here like ragtime, sweetie. They are gone. They're gone like auto-tune gone. It's the page has been turned, baby. It's over. It's a wrap. Senator Nina Turner is a friend of the show. And Senator Nina Turner went on Abby Phillips' show on CNN, and she spoke to this, and she did so eloquently. I get to shut up for about 2 minutes.
Other issue I want to bring up is a problem too. Why are black men being lectured to? Why are black men being belittled in ways that no other voting group? Now, a lot of love for former President Obama, but for him to single out black men is wrong. And some of the black men that I have talked to have their reasons why they want to vote a different way. And even if some of us may not like that, we have to respect it. So unless President Barack Obama is going to go out and lecture every other group of men from other identity groups, my message for Democrats is don't bring it here to black men who, by and large, don't vote much differently from black women. And what, as a politician, we should be trying to get all voters to vote. And hopefully there are a few good men out there who do care about the stripping away of some of women's bodily autonomy. But this is wrong for President Obama. It is a wrong course for the Harris-Walz campaign to lay at the feet of black men when they have their reasons. In 2020, the vice president was labeled a cop, as we know.
But do you think, sorry to interrupt you, Nina, but do you think he's right that one of the reasons is because they don't like the idea of
it might be some listen, black men are socialized in the same society as any other man. So yes, is misogyny maybe a part of it? But again, is President Obama and is the Harris-Walz campaign going to lecture other male groups in the same way that they're lecturing black?
No, they're not going to. And this white lady here, politics girl, I can't stand her commentary. And Abby, you should know better. And I had hopes for Abby initially, but it is what it is. I'm just glad she gave Nina Turner an opportunity to come on and say something different. Look, it's like this, man. Obama, he possibly would come out and say something horrible about all men. Because he's done it in the past and it almost cost him his ass. He would not have been a two-term president had Romney not been so horrible. Because the numbers that Obama got in 08 are not the numbers he got in 2012. In fact, if John McCain could have ran again, he would have took the presidency. Because by the time 2012 came around, people knew what time it is. But be that as it may, Nina Turner is absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Barack Obama's out of place with this. The only thing I would say differently is, I don't give a damn. See, once upon a time I gave a damn about, oh man, they're making all these black men, they're painting all these black men with a brush. We vote almost as powerfully or in lockstock with black women. We're the most powerful voting for Democrats, less except for black women. We're number 2, and they give us all this crap for nothing. Who cares? And you know what? I want to push back on that. That's Anita Turner specifically, just in general. And I want to say, I don't give a damn. Black people not obligated to vote for the Democratic Party. We don't give a damn about who's number 1, 2, 6, or 7. I don't give a damn. We don't owe the Democrats anything. Y'all get it twisted. The Democratic Party owes us. We got 60 years of receipts that they ain't cashed in. Now, I don't know about you, but if somebody owed me for 5 years, I'd be like, okay. Election come around 4 years, every 4 years. I give you my vote, I get nothing. I give you my vote, I get nothing. That's what's like, hold on, we need to have a talk. That's the second time I gave you my vote, you didn't give me nothing. Have a seat. That's when we start sitting down having a conversation. Now look, I work hard for my vote. It comes with my citizenship. It comes with my taxpayer money. It comes with my life. People died for me to have this vote. I'm not giving you this vote. What about this? I'm not going to give you this vote without you earning it. It got blood on it. Yeah, Black Americans, time for you to go the other way. Let's be a little bit more creative with our thought process when we hammer these fools. Why should I give you this blood-stained vote? For nothing. See, We don't deserve for you to respect us because we're the number 2 voting bloc that has supported the Democrats. Nah, we deserve you to respect us because we are American citizens with a First Amendment right to do what we want to do. That's why you should respect us, whether we vote Democrat, Republican, Green Party, Independent Party, or the couch. Whatever we vote for is our option, not yours. We are not your property, Democratic Party. We don't owe you a damn thing. If you want to vote, you got to earn it. Now, that's the only part I disagree with. I'm tired of us kind of being, we can't, be nice to us. Don't hit us so hard with the stick because, we really support you a lot, just not all of us. None of that. No more of that. There will be no more of that from Tim Black. No, we don't need to be coddled. And we don't need to play nice with you and try to barter with you and reason with you why we should not be shit upon. I'm going to say stop dumping on us, and you're about to feel the full pain and the full power of a voting class that says, screw you. If you like that content, hit a like for me. Can I get a like, folks? Can I get a like? Don't forget the Tim Black Wolf Pack is a membership to the Tim Black VIP community. And we're going to start giving out mugs and shirts and stuff. We're going to do raffles. So, and that's for the members of the show. I gotta make it for members. So become a member of the Tim Black Wolf Pack either here on YouTube or join me on patreon.com, Tim's Take Live.